When I was in about fourth grade, my uncle was killed in a car accident. He worked for UPS, and a man high on methamphetamines ran into him and took his life that night. I remember sitting in the grass out on the lawn, crying and just confused and stressed as my whole family's in tears, just distraught. And I remember throwing my hat into the street in anger and just blaming God. And as I grew old, we just stopped going to church. We stopped just anything and everything that had to do with God. We ran away from it. I was lost, confused, and hurt, and I didn't understand. And slowly but surely, when I started to question God, He revealed things to me, and He showed me His love, and He showed me the bigger picture, that it's not about how much we're hurting or how much pain we are in, but how much we can succeed and how much joy He can give us just by pursuing Him. And that was what stole my heart, was God showing me that He is so much more and so much bigger than any struggle or any pain that I could feel. As I started to trust Him and get to know Him more, I continued in my life and what I thought was my life purpose and my life goals, to play sports, until He started closing those same exact doors that I thought were going to be my future in my life. When I first saw Jessup and came and knew that I was taking that step away from the sports realms in college, I was a little bummed. I was just confused. I always thought that I'd be playing sports in college. As I get more involved at Jessup, I'm realizing that I need to grow more as a person spiritually before I were to do things that might be my passion. That God has so much more room for me to experience and to grow and to learn. The joy of that blew everything else out of the water, everything I could have ever imagined. God just provided so much and so many friends and so many new things to learn that I almost forgot about that sports realm and that passion that I had to pursue sports, because that relationship with God just became more important. I was told by someone in that transition from high school senior year to college, and to what college, that it's not about the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not about the final product or where you'll be when your life is over and what you've accomplished. It's about the lantern at your feet. It's actually biblical that God is the lantern at our feet. And so for me, it was just focusing on one step at a time, not the dream that I had given myself to play sports in college. It was about just pursuing God, taking one step at a time and trusting Him. He has a better path for us than we would think.